everybody, and welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I am Grace Grella, your psychic, medium, intuitive host, ready to give you the info you need so you get a little pep back in your step. You know, everybody's been a little down in the dumps, and I have to turn my own volume down. Shame on me. I'm telling everybody else. There we go. All right. So you know me. I pump up the volume, not take it down. All right. So we're really excited here because we're here for you. So if you need information about your lives, whether it's about your love life, your finances, your health, friends, whatever it might be, we want to make sure that you get that love from above. And hey. I got the direct hotline here, so we'll make it happen for you. If you're watching and the show live and you want to call in on the TV studio line, the phone number is 516-629-3705 or 3715. Okay? If you're going to be watching the rebroadcasted show on all of Long Island on Thursdays at 8:30 on channel 20, which is Altice Optimum, then you could just shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com if you have a question for the next show. Okay? But for tonight, you're watching us live. Woohoo! You've got options. You can call into the TV studio, or you can put a little something in the commentary area here. Catherine Godby Hicks is saying hello, beautiful, to Theresa and to myself. Thanks. We needed that. And it's all about us being here for you, and that I am so blessed to have Theresa back in the studio.
Thank you.
She is one special angel.
And I'm blessed to be here.
And she's so talented. And she's got her own radio show on Governor's Radio, Tea Time with Theresa in the mornings.
Yeah.
10 in the morning.
10 a.m. every Tuesday. Yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Woo! You got to check this woman out. She is fabulosity.
And I want to thank you for coming on my show, because I had you on my show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Did some call-ins, and it was nice.
Pilot of the airwaves. We were being the pilot of the airwaves. It was great. Yeah, it was awesome. And what's happy joy for me is that you are going places, honey.
I'm trying.
You know, you just have to show up.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You just have to show up. And I think it was brilliant that you were gracious enough to come back. I'm so grateful.
Are you kidding me? I can't say no to you.
Thank you. And that, you know, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous is in your future here.
Oh,
and that I was so excited that when I predicted that you were going to get that gig with
commercial.
Doing a
yes,
commercial,
you predicted a commercial, and I did. I got a commercial.
But this was the best part. It wasn't the one you were thinking of at that moment in time.
No, it was a totally different thing from out of the blue.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
And listen, people, this is the way the universe works. You know, I'm talking to you. Now make me do Robert De Niro now. I'm talking to you. And, you know, and I said, but you're going to get, my prediction was you will get a gig doing a commercial. And she did.
And I did, yes.
Just not the one she was thinking of.
No, it was a totally different commercial.
And sometimes when I read for people, and I'll say, well, you know, this is going to happen. And I give them a name. And they connect to or attach to a name that they know somebody in their life at this moment in time.
Right.
And it turns out God puts a different person in their life.
Yes.
With the same exact name.
Yes.
And it all, you know, opens up and happens. Mm-hmm. So, but with you, honey, it's like you're going to have such a blast. You're going down to Florida to do your Bat Boy thing,
I'm going down. Bat Boy, a Yankee Miracle, is going down to spring training. We're doing one show there on March 30th. I just booked my tickets last night.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, so I'm going down, and you know, instead of going for 3 days, I decided to good family friend of mine. She is like family. Our grandmothers grew up together, our mothers grew up together, and we grew up together. So this is like third generation friendship, which is like incredible.
Wow.
So I said to her, "You're gonna be down there. Come get me, and I'll spend a week with you." So I'm excited to spend time with her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And I think it's also God's way of having you be at the right place, the right time, for all the right reasons.
Amen.
Because what's going to be happening is there's some sort of casting agent or somebody that does films, casting for films, that is either going to be the audience or be there. You will meet, you know, backstage, whatever this is,
right.
And it's really going to open up doors for you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I also keep hearing Tom or Thomas, somebody by this name that you'll be introduced to while you're down there.
Okay.
I'm going to be very, you know, you and I both know it's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay?
Yeah,
it's all about that connection.
Life's all about timing.
You know?
It's all about
Absolutely.
timing.
And it's in your favor. You're Italian. We know all about connections. Bada-bum.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So it's going to be fabulous.
So I'm going to look out for a Tom, and yeah,
Right.
actually I had an audition this past Saturday for a talent agent. You know, I go to an acting school, and he brings in an agent once a month, and the first 2 agents didn't happen. But this third agent liked me. I wasn't on the list of those chosen, but I know he liked me, which means I'm doing better. So I'm heading in the right direction.
Awesome. Well, yeah, and it's onward and upward for you.
Thank
and
you.
it's so many times it's all about, you know, the Italians in my family would say, if you throw enough spaghetti against the wall, something's going to stick.
Yes.
So it's about, you know, don't give up, perseverance, and just follow that passion. Keep going for it.
I am,
you
because
know?
I ain't getting any younger. So
You know,
yeah.
and you're beautiful, and you know what? It's just a number, girlfriend. So don't worry
Oh,
about
amen.
it. You know.
Yeah.
So look at how gorgeous Helen Mirren was at the
Oh
Oscars.
yeah,
You know?
she looked great.
God bless. So it's going to be like you're going to be like that.
It's gonna
all
be
right?
good, yeah.
So
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna be double nickels this year. You know.
That's
Turning-
nothing. Danny Aiello didn't start his acting career until he was 48 years old.
I did not know that, but I do know Ray Romano on Everyone Loves Raymond. The woman who played his mom started late in life too. I think she was in her 50s or 60s.
So you know, there are so many people that I could give you as an example that you know stay the course.
Yeah.
You know,
You know
because what God has in store for you, girlfriend, nobody's ever going to take away from you.
Thank you.
And that's what people, especially people in not only in the creative field, whether it's comedy or acting or music or even in the spiritual field, you know, people get a little cray-cray. You know, mine. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. That's not how the universe works. It's in the giving that we receive. All right, so it's we rise when we lift others up. So it's all about, and you do
And
that.
I sure do. I
are
love helping
such-
people.
Yeah, you're the
Love-
poster girl for.
Love helping
Let me
people.
help you out. What can I do for you?
Yeah.
What I could do
Yeah.
for you, what you could do for me, what I could do for you. And you do it.
It's true.
Okay, you're like
Yeah.
Nike. Just do it. Okay? And you do it. And it's so wonderful. And now all that good juju, all that good energy, all that good karma, okay, is coming your way. And this year, next year, it's onward and upward. All right, and also that it's you got to lighten up on yourself. You're the Virgo, right?
Yes, I
Yeah, you got to lighten
am.
up, girl. Do the lighten up. Do.
Yeah.
Do the lighten up because you're your own worst critic, and
I
nobody
am.
puts
It's true.
that measuring stick to you but you. All right, so it's realize that you got it going on. You've got the goods. You've got the talent. It's all about the right project and being with the right people. Okay, and don't measure yourself to anybody else. You got to stop doing that because you do that. Okay, stop doing that.
Yeah, my dad, growing up, my dad always said, don't look at what other people have or do because you'll never be happy with yourself. And I do try to live by that. I really do. I really do. But sometimes you get a little derailed every now and then. You
Well,
do.
you know,
You
we're
do.
human. So it
You know.
does happen, but
It does, but
you
you're
know,
right. I have to
there's
concentrate
a
on
lot to be
myself.
said for recognizing that the universe is an abundant place.
Yes.
And there's plenty for abundanza.
Yes.
There's plenty for everybody.
Yes.
You know, like Dom DeLuise when he would like come into a 6-foot catering table and it was just him for dinner. Oh, I hope there's enough.
Right.
You know, it's you know
Yeah.
there is enough for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. And sometimes if if something isn't given to you, it's because there's something even better that's going to raise you higher.
Yeah,
in
it wasn't
your
meant to
career.
be. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it. God has a path and a plan for me, and I just, you know, my doors are open, and I'm just, you know, that's it. I'm just, you know, it's whatever's going to be is going to be. He already has it planned out.
Que sera, sera.
I'm along for the ride.
Yeah. Woot, woot.
Yeah.
My car went beep, beep, beep. Okay, so now you got to realize that when you key into your direct line, because we all have it, it's not just me, all right? and mine is just a little heightened because my 3 near-death experiences. So not once, not twice, but 3 times God said, "Not time to say goodnight, Gracie." Snap. And I'm here doing my work. So it's about having that connection with Source, having that connection and knowing that you got the invisible entourage on your side. They're helping you out. They're going to make sure.
We talked about that on my show.
Yeah.
We talked about my girlfriend Betsy being my manager from above.
Absolutely.
Right?
And because she is.
Yeah.
Who knows you better? She's like, you're Siamese if you please.
Yes,
you
she
know?
is.
Yeah. So, and you are aware, you have the awareness to know that, oh, okay, that's a sign. Oh, okay, this is somebody's trying to tell you something. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of that Baptist gospel music from The Color Purple. Maybe God's trying to tell you something,
Yeah.
And you got The Color Purple on, so it's a perfect segue here. It's about, and purple is spiritual. Purple is royalty.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, okay, Queen for a day. God's trying to tell you something. You're going places, and a lot of it's going to have to do with, I almost want to say, more like a Kevin Hart kind of a thing, where instead of doing your stand-up and this and that, which you're brilliant at, more getting involved with movies.
That's what I want, yeah.
Yeah, so.
I say I'm the Italian version of Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
I love what she does. I love doing characters, and I see myself as like a little like her, but the Italian version of it.
Absolutely. I could so see you doing what she did during the Oscars, coming out in the Queen outfit with all the stuffed animals on the train.
Oh my God, yeah, it was great.
Absolutely. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got people. We got people. Hi, Brenda Andrews. Hi, honey. Hi, April. Glad you're watching. Hi, Marianne Sabatino. I know you need a reading. Call me. All right. Catherine Hicks, she would love a reading. Gary Leventhal's watching. Hey, Gary, all the way from Florida. He's still in Florida.
Oh.
Go see her in Bat Boy.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to be at Silver Hills, Florida.
Yeah, I think he's in Boca, and you're
I don't think that's anywhere
you're
near
in Tampa.
Yeah, it's going to be about an hour from there.
Gary's an adventurer.
It's worth the trip.
He's a Leo.
They could look on Facebook. It's Bat Boy, a Yankee Miracle, and everything's there.
There you go. And he's the head of the softball show.
Oh, he'd love it.
He's into it.
He'd love it.
Yeah. Gary, check it out.
Yeah.
She'll and ask for Theresa. She'll make sure you get VIP treatment.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
She'll hook you right up. Okay, Gary? All right, we just hooked you up, Gary. All right. Marianne Sabatino. You're killing me here, Marianne. Marianne, call with your question, because I need to hear your voice, all right? Now, sometimes the way I work is that sometimes I don't need to hear your voice. I'll just read it and go, boom, the answer's there for me, all right? But there are certain times, especially that the planet Mercury is going retrograde next week, people, for the whole month of March. You know what that means. Back up your computers, okay, all your electronics. Make sure that, there are glitches and this and that. You got to have patience for the month of March, okay? That's really important. But for you, it's going to be a brilliant, because it's going to key into a lot of contacts coming back to you that said, oh, I'll be in touch, I'll be in touch. And all of a sudden, boom, they show up, and say, okay, here's the cattle call date.
Right.
It's going to be awesome for you. And hopefully we can give, what's her name? Liliana. What a beautiful name. Liliana, are you there? Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi, Liliana. How are you?
Hi. I'm pretty good. Thank you so much for taking my call, Grace. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so excited that you called in, sweetheart. And you're a Sagittarian?
Yes, I am.
You are the party. Okay, we love Sagittarius. All right. And did you have a specific question for me, honey?
Yes. Okay, so I just barely started this kind of journey when I'm trying to develop my psychic abilities. And I actually wanted to know if you see that this is something that I really should pursue, that you see this actually happening for me. And, if you see any of my guides, maybe, like...
Yeah, the invisible entourage, yeah. Okay, all right, Liliana, absolutely pursue this. You're very gifted. You just have to have more confidence in yourself. And you have to stop measuring yourself to other people, just as I've been trying to counsel my beautiful Bella, la faccia bella over here, all right, Theresa. It's about run your own race. Pick your lane and just go with the flow. Don't measure yourself to anybody else and how they do their work or what works for them. Or, I talk to spirit all the time. I don't work the way, say, John Edwards does or Anthony Mraka. They're platform readers, okay? I gave up my platforms in the 70s. I'm too tall. I don't need them anymore. But for real, it's like I equate it to in math. You can get the correct answer, but what was the formula you used to arrive at it? Okay, and whatever your formula is, Liliana, is what's perfect and right for you. Okay, you need to zen out, meditate more, and you need to do it with music. Music really moves you, and is the way to open up your third eye. I also feel that. Do you know people that are into the Santinistas or the? Why do I keep seeing Puerto Rico?
I don't know.
All right, somebody.
I'm from Mexico.
You're from Mexico. That's beautiful. But there's somebody that God's going to put into your life that's from Puerto Rico, that is very spiritual, very much into the saints, and they have a name for their sector, what they do. It's kind of like a little bit of candle magic and this and that, whatever. But and hey, I like the candles. I was raised Catholic, Roman Catholic. I light candles every freaking night. Okay, and they work. All right. So it's about whatever ritual works for you. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to feel comfortable with it. It's got to speak to you. God, many roads that lead to Rome, they're going to get you to the same destination. So just follow your own intuition. Trust yourself more. But I do feel this person, this woman who is from Puerto Rico and very spiritual, hasn't been put into your life yet, but over the summer of this year, 2019, you'll know who I'm talking about. You haven't met her yet, but she'll enter into your life the summer of this year. I keep seeing the month of July. And this will be like a mentor. This will be somebody like a teacher, somebody that will help you develop your own abilities.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have 3 children?
I don't. I have 1.
Okay. Were there 2 other pregnancies?
No.
I'm seeing 3 kids. So there's got to be a reason. Are you one of 3 children?
No, I'm one of 5.
Wow. They keep showing me 3 children connected to you. That you only have 1 now. Maybe there will be 2 additional children that you don't have to give birth to them, but you love them like they're yours. Okay? Because I'm seeing this as being a very important part of your life.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. Who is Richie? Who's Rich? Richie? Ricardo? Richie?
No, I don't.
Remember that name too. Okay?
Okay.
The American version is Richard. All right? The Spanish version would be Ricardo. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So Ricardo is going to be something to do with a job and money opportunity for you.
Okay, great.
Right? And were you thinking of moving?
I'm sorry?
Were you thinking about moving to a new home?
No.
Oh, yes, you will. Your lips say no, no. But Spirit says yes, yes.
Wow.
There's going to be an opportunity for a fabulous move for you in the month of August of this year. Write it down.
Okay.
And it's onward and upward. In other words, it's nicer. It's got more light, more room, more space. Because you get claustrophobic, I'm hearing. You don't like to be in closed spaces, right?
No, I prefer, like to be out in, where I see green.
Yeah, wide open spaces. Okay, so the angels know what they're saying to you, sweetheart. So it's about, even though it sounds incredulous at this moment in time, where God is involved, everything is possible. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I might sound cray-cray right now, but I'll be Amazing Grace by the end of August. All right? So you got a lot of good things coming up, honey, so keep the faith.
Thank you so much. That was great.
And most of all, keep faith in yourself.
All right, I will definitely do that. Do you see my guys? Can you see any of them?
Well, your invisible entourage, you got a lot of people. Okay.
Really?
There are like 4 family members that are connected to you. Your grandparents on your father's side of the family.
Okay.
Also, I want to say that there's something to do. Who's Louis or Luis?
Oh, well, my dad, his name is Cesar Luis.
Okay. And did he pass like 5 years ago?
Yes, he did. Exactly.
Exactly 5 years. Okay. He's with you? I mean, constantly. He's laughing, and he says to me in English, I think he's translating for me. Because it's like watching a Godzilla movie. His lips are moving fast like he's speaking in Spanish, but I hear it in English. Okay?
Oh, my God.
And he's a riot, your dad. He's got a great sense of humor. He had a very loving heart. And you were the apple of his eye. And he says you haven't lost him. He's with you all the time.
Mm.
And what's this with Our Lady of Guadalupe?
Huh?
Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Yes.
Is this important to you? Your father's holding up a picture of her and showing it to you. So either he's telling you to pray to her.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I would if I were you. And I'd throw in a couple of candles just for good measure. All right? Because that's how prayers are answered, sweetheart, okay?
Sure.
All right. So, listen, your dad's sending you love. He's with you 24/7. You got your grandparents. You got Archangel Michael. That's a good one to have. Okay?
Yes.
And do you feel an affinity with Archangel Michael?
Yes, I do, always.
Yeah. He says he's the one that fights your battles, and I see the sword being drawn, So he calls you muy bonita. So very pretty. Yeah, very pretty. All right, so listen, gorgeous, thank you so much for calling in. I'm happy that we could give you some good news for you. And to me, the best news is that your dad is with you 24/7. Okay? Take care.
God bless.
God bless you too, honey. Bye-bye. This is what I live for. This is my J.O.B.
How great is that?
Yeah. So it's all about, pardon me. Sorry, everybody. It's the sinus thing. I'm in Aries, and Aries rules the head. Gabados. Sorry. Okay, so I'll sound like Kermit the Frog, but the info's still on point. All right, and we get back to the lovely Theresa, the terrific Theresa. Now, I think you're going to hold on to doing your radio, honey, but I think for as long as you can.
You see me doing it? You keep doing it? I'm in my 8th month.
Yeah. I think you'll do it for 2 years, I'm hearing.
Really?
But you're going to get so busy doing films and acting and really getting involved with that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's really where your love is.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
I think that's really... We have the handsome Michael Peters giving me signs. I saw the sign. And
the good-looking man behind the camera.
The good-looking man behind the camera, Michael Peters. Thank you, Michael Peters. And it's all about you focusing on, because you want to do it all because you're a Virgo and you're a workaholic.
Yeah.
And you want to please everybody.
Yeah.
But it's about pleasing yourself and following your heart and your dreams. And I think that's what Spirit was trying, because you had that near-death experience.
I've had more than one.
Yeah.
I've had more than one. And it's, I've had about, my girlfriend says I'm like a cat with 9 lives. I've come close to dying about 6 or 7 times. And God just didn't want me yet. And one of them was literally where I was watching myself, watching them work on me. And I said to my mother after the fact, what happened was I went in for a routine gallbladder removal, but it wasn't routine because they did an endoscopy to make sure it was my gallbladder, and what I didn't know was that they were going to add fluid to my system to take clearer pictures. I woke up coughing, and my blood pressure dropped to 70/40, and I felt like I was laying in ice water. And I remember standing off to the side watching them prop me up to take an x-ray, but I felt very peaceful. And after the fact, I said to my mother, if Grandma came to get me, I was okay with it. And she's like, what do you mean you're all right with it? You have a 2-year-old daughter. What are you, out of your mind? And I was like, I wasn't thinking about my daughter. I was thinking that if my grandmother, I called her Gram, if Gram came for me, I was all right with it. But God didn't want me. He didn't want me, and he did that again with my brain surgery, and he did that again. I had a blood clot in my right leg and my right lung. And my doctor said to me, do you know how lucky you are? It didn't go to your heart or your brain. So, yeah,
like a
two
watch.
car accidents, 3 herniated discs, fractured sternum, was bedridden, didn't know if I was going to be able to move my head. He does not want me yet. I know that I am here for a purpose.
Absolutely.
And I feel that I love making people laugh. I love performing. That's where my heart is. And I like touching people, you know.
Because you want to bring them love and joy and show them what, why we're here.
Yeah.
And why we're here is God is love. And so it's all
Absolutely.
about love and creating that and feeling.
And I believe laughter saves lives.
It
Laughter does save lives.
Laughter and love are the 2 greatest healing energies in the universe.
Absolutely.
So true.
And I'm so blessed that God put you in my life, and I'm blessed for my family and my friends. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for having me
Thank
here.
you, honey. And listen, you're going to come back again.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because I'm going to just have many happy returns. All right? Maybe God doesn't want to take you, but I do. You're coming back to me. Okay. Thanks, everybody, if you're watching live. Don't go away. We're going to be right back. And it's all about love. And we're sending lots of it out to you. And if you want to be here live and in person, email me, gracegrella@gmail.com. We'll make it happen for you. Feel the love. Till next time.